How to recognize true love. I think it's fair to say that whenever you meet somebody who you may consider to be a soulmate, future husband, or just a long-term life partner, there's certain signs and certain chemistry levels that kind of react in your heart, brain, mind and soul. What it does is it sends a notification to your brain and let you know that you like this person and that you are feeling a type of way and you see a future with this person. If we are to break that down and see what actually happens behind all of this, actually much more complex than you could ever imagine. I mean, the human anatomy as a whole is a whole separate conversation to be had, but we are not going to get onto that right now. However, it's something to keep in mind. There's three main things that you want to keep in mind when you meet that special person, whoever it may be. Number one, you need to be truthful with yourself. Why do you like this person? And does it align with what your younger self would have wanted for you? Number two, why do you think this person likes you? This one is a little tricky because it's hard to be truthful, and it's especially hard to be truthful to yourself, even more so when you are in this love phase and you have your rose tinted sunglasses on, okay? It's very hard, but it's something that you need to consider and you need to acknowledge before stepping into the situation to be able to really think back and make these decisions in time. Because when you're in there and then you're not thinking about all these things. It's not until you fall in love with that wrong person and then 6 months down the line you're broken up because you are not meant for each other, and then you're the one who sat at home in bed with a big tub of ice cream watching Netflix, pouring your eyes out, looking back through the selfies that you took, okay? So it's really important to really think about what you actually want. And going back to number one, what would your younger self want? Because I know things change as you grow older. You decide you are more attracted to this and that, and you have other priorities that you think are more valuable in men or women for that matter. But it's very important to stay true to yourself. Number three is magnetism, and by that I mean just picture magnets, okay? If you've got a big magnet and a very small magnet, they are still going to connect, but the big one is pulling the small one, and the small one is literally getting flung this way, yet the big one doesn't even move, okay? But if you was to get a big one on this side and then a small one on this side, it would just be the same, you know? This one would just go flying towards here and the big one would just stay put. It doesn't need to go anywhere, it doesn't need to do anything. It happens a lot, and again, because we're magnets, we are human beings, there is that connection, okay? Just because there's a connection doesn't mean that you are meant for each other, because what really needs to happen in a balanced relationship is for the same size magnets to meet each other. And what they actually do, if you was to do an actual science experiment, I'm really mad because I'm actually quite annoyed that I don't have any magnets to show you right now. But if you got two magnets the exact same size and you put them at a distance between each other where they are able to connect, they will both meet each other halfway and they will connect. So it's exactly the same. We are all magnets of our own kind. And with that being said, I think the most important lesson is to love yourself before anybody else. But I hope you take my tips and tricks on board, and I'll see you next time. Also, step 4 is I'm going to highly recommend for you to download my ebook. The link is in the description. It's available to purchase on Amazon. Peace out. Love you. Bye.